Howdy folks, Demetri here. Blog number 11, Root 6 Power Chord, Notes on the low E string. For information about private lessons and questions, please visit me at Demetri4.com. Blog number 11, I am introducing the Root 6 Power Chord and the natural notes on the low E string. Objectives: learn the natural notes on the low E string. Number 2, learn to build the Root 6 power chord. Number 3, recognize that the notes on the low E string, recognize that the note on the low E string is the Root 6 power chord's name. To understand the guitar, start with the names of the open strings. Open string. Open is the full length of the string. Open string names. The strings, starting closest to your knees, number 1, and moving to your chin, number 6, are numbered. High E1, B2, G3, D4, A5, and low E6. To remember the names of your open strings, use the acronym Easter Bunnies Get Dizzy at Easter. The next challenge is to learn the natural notes on the fretboard: A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. For example, the string closest to your knees is high E. When we push against the first fret, the string becomes shorter and produces the higher note F. The second string open is B. When we push against the first fret, we get the note C. Check this blog's end for a fretboard fret definition. Today, we will be concentrating on the 6th string, low E. The 6th string open is low E. Looking at your circle, that's right here, your Root 6 power chord circle, we start by adding the correct note to each number on the Root 6 power chord circle. The numbers inside the circle are the frets on the guitar. There's a blank dot at the top of the circle. On the circle, the note names repeat when moving past the blank dot. For example, the low E string's first fret, dot number 1, is F. Continuing clockwise around the circle past the blank dot to dot number 1 again, 13th fret, we get the note F again. So these two Fs are an octave. So we're working on the low E string. The first fret's name is F, goes on the first fret. First fret, second, third, fourth fret, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8th fret, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th fret is F again. First fret on the guitar, 6th string is F. 13th fret on the guitar, 6th string is F octave. Octave, the distance between one note like F and the next note bearing its same name. The next F that's either higher or lower. The octave is important because fret number 12 and the open string number 0 have the same note names. So, use the number 12/0 to recognize the blank dot on the circle. Write the note names on the Root 6 power chord page in your workbook. First, begin by placing the letter E, 6th string open, above the blank dot at the top of the circle. So we're going to take the letter E, found the blank dot, and we're going to put it on top. So the note names go on the outside, the frets are on the inside. Next, add the number 12/0 under the same dot. So this is going to be your 12th fret or open fret, whichever works better. 0 is an open string, E, low E string. 12th fret is also an E octave. Okay, now beginning with E at the 12/0 fret, move clockwise 1 dot and place F at fret number 1. G at fret number 3. And A at fret number 5, B at fret number 7, C at fret number 8, D at fret number 10. We are finally moving 2 dots back to the E. 2 dots back to the E at fret 12. Great job. Check this blog's end for a brief introduction to chord shapes and an explanation of the letter dots, natural notes, and blank dots, chromatic notes. However, we will concentrate only on the natural notes today. So these are chord shapes we're working on. We did root 5 last time, and this time on blog 10, blog 11's the root 6 power chord, and then I think that blog 12 is going to be E shape. So these are movable shapes. As long as we're playing the strings with only the strings with the fingers on them, we can play these up and down the neck and find different chords. That is the plan. Okay, now begin to play. The numbering of the fingers we use to fret the notes are first finger pointer, second finger middle, third finger ring, fourth finger pinky. Playing a single note. Being careful to play the correct fret, place the first finger on the low E string's first fret. Then with the other hand, pick only the low E string, say, and play F. So to play the note F on the 6th string, take our guitar. All right. Well, I can't really see that. I'm going to have to bring this forward. There we go. All right. So strings, Easter, bunnies, get, dizzy, at, Easter. Low E. Okay. This is the nut of your guitar, first fret, F. Say and play F. Move to the 3rd fret, say and play G, 5th fret A, 7th fret B, 8th fret C, 10th fret D, 12th fret E, 13th fret F. Okay, we begin playing here because the root 6 power chord's name is on the 6th string. Using the circle as a guide, play the notes ascending and descending as comfortably on the fretboard as possible. You may only be able to reach the 10th fret on your guitar, and that's okay. Great job. Give yourselves time to gain command before moving to the next exercise. So let's practice that until you know the notes and you're comfortable with moving up and down the neck. Number 2, playing 2 notes, power chord. We can move further into the root 6 power chord by adding the 5th A string to our exercise. So we're on the 6th string, now we're looking at the 5th string. 3rd finger on the A strings, 3rd fret, 1, 2, 3. 3rd finger, first finger's on the low E string, 1st fret. Start by playing the low E string and then the A. Next, pick both strings together, say and play F. So, F. You are now playing a root 6 power chord. Focusing on the first finger and keeping both fingers 2 frets apart, move your first finger to the 3rd fret. G, 5th fret, A, 7th fret, B, 8th fret, C, 10th fret, 12th fret, E, finally 13th fret, say and play F. Remember, you may only be able to go to the 10th fret. Great job. Playing 3 notes, power chord. We can now move further into the root 6 power chord by adding the 4th D string to our exercise. 4th finger, 4th string, 3rd fret. 1, 2, 3. 3rd finger is on the A string, 3rd fret. First finger is on the low E string, 1st fret. Picking only those 3 strings, say and play F. F. Focusing on the first finger, keeping the other fingers on their relative frets, move the first finger to the 3rd fret. Say and play G. G, 5th fret, A, 7th fret, B, 8th fret, C, 10th fret, D, 12th fret, E, finally on the 13th fret, say and play F. Great job. I'm Demetri. There's so much more to learn about the root 6 power chord. Next blog, number 12, the E shape. I guess I was right. For more information about lessons, private lessons, and questions, please visit me at Demetri4.com. Some notes, Demetri's notes. Chord shapes give us the freedom to do various things on our instrument. For example, an open chord uses the nut to play open strings. So let's play an E chord. Oh, I guess now I've committed to it, haven't I? Let me show you here. Let's say you want to play an E chord. 6 strings. Well, I have 6th string open, 3rd string open, 2nd string open, and 1st string open. I can't move this chord because the open strings are going to change that chord. Watch. But if I use a position, I can move that around. And that's what we're going to learn, okay? A chord shape replaces the nut with the first finger. Using the first finger to retain the open chord shape gives us different chords as we move up the neck. Yes, talk to me, not my chest. These chords are impossible on open strings. Here's another example. We can play the same chord in different places on the neck by changing the chord shape. There are many other reasons to embrace chord shapes. I plan on dedicating an entire series to the subject. Fretboard. The fretboard is on the neck of the guitar. The neck is the long skinny part sticking out of the guitar's body. The fretboard is where we place our fingers to find the other notes. We push our fingers against the frets, metal wires embedded into the fretboard. Pushing against the fret in turn changes the length of the strings. Shortening the string makes the sound pitch move higher towards the woman's voice range. As a note moves higher in pitch, it moves clockwise on the circle through the musical alphabet, the natural note circle. So this is something we've talked about in extent. There it is, in earlier blogs. But as a reference, this is our gold standard, the C major scale. The natural note spacing for the natural note circle page is C to D, 2 dots, D to E, 2 dots, E to F, 1 dot, F to G, 2 dots, G to A, 2 dots, A to B, 2 dots, B to C, 1 dot. And one of the test questions I will give to graduate from this series is, why are there no black keys on the piano between E and F and B and C? Okay, so I don't know if the artificial AI bot can answer that question. I'm going to try it, and I'll let you know in the next blog. Definitions. Natural notes are the 7 dot with the letter names on the natural note circle in your workbook. Let me say it again. Natural notes are the 7 dots with letter names in the natural note circle. Altered notes are the 5 dots on the natural note circle. These altered notes are called chromatic. Chromatic notes, blank dots. The natural note circle is very helpful in visualizing the relationship of the natural note to its chromatic. A chromatic is a note altered by an accidental. Accidental is a symbol, a sharp sign, or a flat sign that indicates the altered note is a half step higher, half step higher, or a half step lower than the natural note. Sharp sign, a sharp indicates that the altered note is a half step higher. The flat sign indicates that the altered note is a half step lower. Again, I'm Demetri. Enjoy.